great. So, hello! Welcome to Maker Faire Week. It's ridiculous. Maker Faire Bay Area is this weekend, and my life is imploding. That means that I'm here in the office at 10:30 on a Monday, getting ready for all my projects to go live. So, one of the main things that I'm getting ready for is this talk that I'm doing with Jay, Odd Jay, who has created an awesome series of spider companion robots called Aussie. And we did an interview with him ages ago, but for that I'm completely rebuilding Archimedes, my owl familiar, from scratch. And he's gonna have some cool new features, right? So largely, he's going to be responsive to chirp, which is a data over audio protocol that makes R2-D2 noises like so. Anyway, it's a way for robots to communicate with each other while sounding like R2-D2, which is just cool. I've spent the entire day wrestling with this. It's been such a pain. In fact, some of yesterday as well. So I wanted to first show you what I tried to do earlier and completely failed. This is a weird little audio player module that you can get for cheap that interfaces with Arduino, supposedly. But it requires a really weird audio file that's like A43 or something like that. It's not that, but it's something like that. I didn't bother to learn it because it doesn't really doesn't work very well. People have had a lot of trouble getting it up and running, and I think my issue is either that I'm using a Kingston SD card instead of a SanDisk one, as is recommended, or else it's just some random other problem. I don't know. I'm using these example test files that they put online, so I don't see how that would be a problem. I don't know. Anyway, so it's also got this weird little locking SD card holder, micro SD card holder, and it doesn't seem to want to go back together right now, so that's fun too. Go, go, go. There. Nope. Anyway, I started up this whole little thingamajig with some buttons and this little thing so that you could hit that and it would play, but it was to no avail. I tried it with another speaker as well, it just wasn't just that. So now, I tried with another kit, which was the Microsoft MX Chip Azure development kit, and that didn't work really well for me either. So now I'm on to the third device that I'm trying today, and that is the Adafruit HalloWing, which I got at Hack Bay SuperCon last year. And by Hack Bay, I mean Hackaday? I don't know what. Anyway, so I added a different external speaker because I don't have one with the little doohickey on it. And I've got a little LiPo battery in here, so it was charging while I was programming it. I don't know if this volume thing really works, because I keep messing with it with my screwdriver here. It does have a volume control, but chirps are very loud and shrill, and so I'm trying to turn down the volume because it's going to be right in my face, or on my wrist or something, and it seems to go either to 0 or very loud. Maybe it's no, I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, that's what it does. That's the noise it makes, and this is on CircuitPython v3, which does support audio, but is the last stable release. If I installed the 4 version of CircuitPython, which is unstable, then I would be able to put images on here. And since it's been since like last November, I know they were already doing images on here. That must be, it's been out for a while, so it's probably pretty stable. So I'll probably do that so I can put a little image on there. They even provide a Star Trek communicator image with the badge, or actually on the example that I'm working from, which is this last-minute Halloween accoutrement? I have no idea, with HalloWing. And they have a little demo code, which is fantastic. I have used this and modified it to do 4 different sound files, based on which capacitive touchpad you touch, and where is my Moo window actually? I don't think I pulled that up. Ooh, I'm programming it in Moo, which is the thing I'm using for CircuitPython, which is a sort of Adafruit specific version of MicroPython. And where's my window for this? Hello. There we go. This is the code in the editor as I have it now. Hide the serial console so we can see a little bit more. I've just named these files in Roman numerals depending on which sensor they're using because I didn't want to put numbers in variables. And let's widen this. Yeah. Down here at the bottom you can see the 4 different touchpads and them triggering the different audio files, which are denoted by variables so that you can switch them out very easily up here at the top. And the 4 that I have are happy, angry, heart, and cheese. And that's because those are the 4 emotions that I'm going to program emotions for with Archimedes. And I'm doing that right now. So I thought that was why I decided to fire up the stream and share this process with you. So here is the console in which I am editing the code on Archie's brain. Right now I'm SSH'd into the matrix voice, which if you look over here, you'll be able to see. Yes, there it is. Especially if I hide the window. Yeah, here is the matrix voice, and I'm currently editing it and not running the listening file, but in a moment you'll be able to see his LEDs turn on different colors based on which chirp I'm sending. And eventually those will have robotic animations to go along with them as well. Right now he's headless. This is his brain here. And this is his head. Anyway, so let's get back to what we were doing a second ago and finish programming these. So what I need to do in order to finish this is I'm opening these files that I generated ages ago because I can't get the generation from the command line to work right now. But I have all these ones from last year when we created the chirping hat. Actually, I should show you. This is pretty cool. With, where is it? Wait, is it not? Oh no, here we are. With Dan and Co. from Chirp. This was actually, it's the same hat as the Solar Bowler, and it just had a bare conductive touch board inside that was connected to conductive aluminum foil tape triangles on here, and when I would touch one of those, it was a touch sensor that would trigger an MP3 file that was one of these chirps. And that would control something. I forget what. Oh, Archimedes, again. So this was something that we were developing last year around the time of the Abbey Road hackathon, and afterwards when I visited their office in London. However, I dismantled that hat, partly to make the bowler, and partly because I wanted to remake the entire system. So it's going to be wrist-mounted, I think. Or maybe just a pendant, I don't know. And I'm going to let kids touch the little controls so they'll be able to control the robot and they'll love it. I'm also using this tutorial from the Matrix Labs team to do the receiving end of the chirps. Eventually I also want to get Archie to send chirps as well, but so that he can talk to the other robots directly, but I'm having some trouble getting the audio up and running on the Pi 0W. It seems that is an extremely arcane process that is not yet well defined, so we'll get there eventually. If I were using a full-size Raspberry Pi, this would not be as much of an issue. And then chirp.io is the service that I'm using. And then here's the demo video featuring, oh my goodness, I'm blanking on his name. John Edgar Park from Adafruit using the communicator, which I don't have audio for because I've got my mic plugged in. But anyway, this is the HalloWing M0 Express that I'm using, in case you're curious about the board, and I will do a feature on that next Monday for MCU Monday, because right now I don't have time to do that. We're going to get to the programming because it's 10:30. So, we're in the terminal. What I'm going to do is toggle all the different files on the HalloWing, which I have loaded with the different emotions. And I don't remember what emojis these correspond to because this was it was with the Chirp team that I helped them prototype this idea of sending emojis over it. And so all of these emotions are represented in emojis. I don't remember what all of them are, so I'm going to play them on the HalloWing, receive them on my phone, on the app, which is called Chirp Messenger, and then I'll be able to input those on the computer in order to tell the voice how to recognize them. So I've got these two windows here, send and receive, and basically I'm just going to push this. The cool thing is how not loud it has to be. So that was the first one, that was happy. Okay, and then angry, okay, that's number 2. And then 3 should be the heart. And now the final one is cheese. Oh, you know what? But I don't remember if it has an owl in front of it or not. It doesn't. It just says cheese. Okay, cool, great. So now I know how to... I'm on the last one here. Though it's weird how these things show up in the nano editor. Like the emojis really mess it up. But I'm able to insert them. Even though it looks weird and bad, it still works, so that's fine. And the cheese emoji is chosen because I need something. When I'm wearing Archimedes, people often want to take photos, and if he's just like looking off in whatever direction, it's not very good. So I have to either unplug him and like manually rotate his servos to a good pose, which is very bad, or just wait and hope and unplug him at the right moment, or just not care what he looks like. So now I'm programming in a pose for photos so that he'll be able to do that. And what color should that be? Actually, I use yellow for happy. Maybe I should make that green. Cyan? Yeah, cyan. Or just blue. Yeah. Blue is a happy color. Okay, so we got blue, red, pink, and yellow. Great. And I'm assuming those are all valid colors. We will find out soon enough. So, here we are. What is going on here? So I'm going to say Python 3 receive.py and hope, and focus this on the matrix voice again, because that's what's going to be doing stuff with the lights. Cool. So now when I run this, it's going to start going. It takes a second to boot up, and I'm going to have this auto run on Archie. Okay, so it recognizes it, and it sees that it's blue. Okay, cool, great, awesome. Wait, white? I guess pink is not a thing. Yeah, the white is kind of terrifying, actually. Let's stop that. Oh, yeah, and you know what I should do, actually, is have an off mode, which you can just send black as a color. Maybe I should put in like a pause. Oh, man. The indentation on this file is super weird, so I'm going to do this in a really janky way, and don't judge me. Time.sleep. These sleep functions have not been working very well for me, and I don't know why. But it might just have to do with the servos. So let's try this. LED.set black. We'll test it on the cheese one. Uh-oh. That's Control O and Control X. Let's try this again. So this will be his sort of like ending pose. Yes, good. Okay, great. Awesome. This means that I can... Oh boy, we're getting a lot of output. That's not good. It seems like every so often it just decides that things are really bad. Lost 99 messages. Oh boy, kernel faults. This is bad. Okay, well, clearly I'm doing something terribly wrong. But we'll get past it. I'm making a new tutorial for Archie 2. But for now, you can go to bit.ly/robotowl to see the original tutorial. And it's going to show my admin console here for a second, but that's just because I'm logged in as me. I know you know how to load. Okay, yeah, anyway. So this has got the original parts and enclosures and code and everything. And eventually, what I'm going to do is make it run off of snips.ai as well. So that is a privacy-focused smart voice assistant, which is compatible with the Matrix voice. And making that run sort of in concert with Chirp is going to be a bit of a challenge, but I'm very excited to be able to like just talk to Archie and have him respond in little R2-D2 beeps, hopefully. We'll see. And like do little dances and stuff. It's all works in progress, but I'm excited to have this little communicator done. The next step on that is, as I said, to make it show an image on the screen. And then it'll be pretty much satisfactory. I'll also need to mount it in some nice way. I guess I'll put the speaker and the battery on the back. Something like this. Oh no. Something like that. And then something like this on top of that. It'll be a little hefty, but that's fine. I think I'll make it a pendant. And it's got to be pretty durable because there's going to be kids messing with it. But yeah. Hahaha, still works. Yeah, and then make the listening script auto-run. Right now when I try to trigger my servo script from it, it doesn't do good things either. More kernel panic type stuff. But we'll get past that. And if anybody who's amazing with code and is in SF in the next like 4 days wants to hang out, we should totally hang out. Okay. Have a great MCU Monday. Enjoy Maker Faire. I published a couple of videos over the weekend while I was working on this stuff. One is a very long but very satisfying video of setting up this stereo Pi to do long exposure 3D light painting photography. And then the second one is me testing Chirp on the voice before I made this separate module to generate the chirps in the first place. So enjoy those, and I will see you tomorrow. Ciao. Hack on. I keep forgetting to do my catchphrase these days. Oh, actually, let's see if anyone's got questions or comments. This is Python. Looks easy. Never tried this. Yeah. Hey, Martin. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, Python is great. I love it. I'm not really a software person, but Python and JavaScript are actually really popular for robots, especially CircuitPython and Node.js, and specifically NodeBots. You can get all this cool stuff that will run on Arduino and talk to your computer and stuff. Yeah, love it. Anyway, have a great one. Ciao!